This is reality of what happened in the Okeogun area of Oyo State, where a notorious Fulani warlord captured 5 communities in Ayete to himself and the Fulanis. The farmers in the 5 communities were sent packing and fled their father's land without any intervention from any law enforcement agencies, state or federal intervention. The name of the Fulani terrorist who leads his other Fulanis is Iskilu Wakili, who was said to have shot 4 emissaries sent by the Bale to give him a quit notice after Sunday Igboho sent the Seriki Fulani and his people away from Igogon town in Oyo State. No one dared visit the communities without being shot dead or raped if she's a woman. Wakili, a Fulani herdsman whose origin the villagers don't know, is said to be more infamous than the ejected Seriki Fulani. Farmers and residents of Ibarakwa land have accused him of displacing them from their farms by forcefully invading their farms with cattle. A resident of the area told a reporter that Wakili has mounted red flags on some locations as no cross zones. He has taken captive of Kajola, Gbagbon, Idere, Konkon, and Magbeje villages under Ayete. In fact, people can't cross Wakili's territory. Wakili mounted a no-cross zone when he discovered that Seriki Fulani has been evicted so that he won't be displaced too. In fact, he has remained his settlement to bear his name. People now call the conquered places Iga Wakili. You can imagine the audacity. Those who have farms around Iga Wakili and were unable to leave before his no-cross zone entered into the bush and across rivers in search of other routes back home because crossing Wakili's territory was suicidal. In fact, Wakili and his men shot a boy who crossed the red flag by mistake. Before the boy knew what was going on, Fulani Herdsmen came out with AK-47 and shot him. The source also said Wakili relies on deadly weapons, native powers as well as federal might. Wakili depends on federal might. He believes he has some form of immunity and touch not my sacred children audacity. Minus that, who can do that in this country? In fact, Seriki's son Ibrahim Saliu said Sunday Igboho can't dare Wakili. Wakili and his son Abu are warlords for the Herdsmen in the whole of Ibarapa land. Another factor is that the roads are unchecked and so other Herdsmen come in on business to reinforce Wakili. 2 buses of Fulani Herdsmen recently went to Wakili's settlement to reinforce him with weapons and no security operative check or arrest them, the source added. The Ashawo of Ayete, Oba Emmanuel Okeniyi, confirmed the development to the Punch. He said Wakili had invited his armed kinsmen to join him on the farms. Okeniyi added that the herdsmen had started cutting down cocoa trees and burning cashew plantations. Wakili opened fire on emissaries who served him quit notice from the traditional ruler. Bale Odomofin, the traditional ruler in control of Gbangbagere, Konko, Dagbere, Kajola, Magbeje, and other hamlets in Ayete under the terror reign of Wakili, said the deadly Fulani header shot emissaries sent to serve him a quit notice. He said, "We served Wakili a quit notice to leave our lands, but he opened fire on the men sent to deliver the quit notice. It was bloody and many persons were injured in the process. No farmer in Ayete can harvest any crop again, but Wakili does all the harvest. He technically displays all the farmers from their farms by sending his cows to eat all the crops. He does this forcefully with his herders who invade the farms with weapons. The farmers have nothing to show for their efforts, but Wakili's farm produces bountiful harvests and people now buy its produce." They still go to him. I didn't sell farmlands to Wakili. The Bale Odomofin also denied claims that he sold farmlands occupied by Wakili and his headers to him. He said, I didn't sell any farmland to Wakili. He took over the farmlands with force. He is guilty of forced occupation. Yeah, okay. You can imagine. You can imagine. You see all of these things happening now because some people, there was a time that it went viral that bees sent him packing, but some people said, oh, it did not happen. Some people said it happened. Whether it came back or not is another thing entirely. But as we speak now, like what people are testifying to this whole thing is that the man is still there. The painful aspect of it is that as all of these things are going on, Sheyi Makinde will not. They will behave as if nothing is happening. Now, I'm sure a lot of people must have told what's this man's name, Sunday Igboho, to just lie low. If he comes out again now, they will say, hey, does it mean they should even send this message to Ooni of Ife? They know all these things. That is the problem. They know. They know, but it's like people need to really confront them that, okay, see, this is what is happening now. So what are you going to do? Because you said Sunday Igboho should just relax, that the constituted authority will be able to handle the situation. And just like I said, since he made that statement, on a daily basis, these Herdsmen have been operating. They have been committing the atrocities again. And the same Ooni of Ife has never come out to say anything about it. He has never come out to say anything about it. You can imagine. He has never said anything about it. But let somebody come now and they will not begin to tell you they are the leaders, they are the elders. Oh, do you want to go and sit down? What kind of a thing is this? What is it that people are they afraid of their lives, or they are just being selfish of what they are going to get? Is that what that is making them to be reluctant? I don't understand though. I can't just fathom this. Well, let me see if truly the Yorubas are sleeping over this issue or taking drastic measures to curb this menace. You should have completed the story once and for all. Okay. It is real. It is not fake news. And then after they go to say fake news now. Some people will come and tell you that Gumi never even said or is never even negotiating for bandits. He's not even making excuse for them. So they will tell you it is fake news. Okay. With this, the true purpose of what the Fulanis are doing become clear. Just like Nnamdi Kanu said now, he said they didn't come to come and rear any cattle. It's a lie. With what is happening, it's a lie. It's evident that they are waging a war of displacement of indigenous communities and seizure of their lands. Sheikh Gumi and the Bauchi state governor wants to shield this by suggesting there's a case of government neglect or climate change. Here this, the Fulani have declared a war and their elites are behind it with the federal authorities and their apparatuses. Majority of Yoruba has been Islamized, tactically enslaved by terrorists. Another one is Wakili. Okay, we still come and chase them away from their fatherland. Wakili, na strong man. We were one of the Janjaweed state supporting non-state actors to carry out their land-grabbing policies since Ruga was rejected. Yes, now, they know what they are doing because you rejected Ruga. Yes, they are not paying attention. By the time the people say they want Ruga now, you see that they will pay attention to all this. Everything will stop. And invariably, everyone is gone.